Hello guys, and welcome to my What I Eat in a Day video. I'll walk you through exactly that, what I eat in a day.
Take it slow, but it's not typical. He already knows.
As soon as I wake up, the first thing I do is drink a glass of lukewarm water. I don't always have lemons, but when I do, I cut them up in advance so that I can keep them in the fridge and add them into my water as the day goes on. Lemon water is so good for you. It's so good for your digestion, skin clarity, and for energy levels. Water in general is just the best way that you could wake up your body and to wake up your organs from the past 7, 8, hopefully 9 hours of sleep. So simple and so refreshing. This is the first thing I have when I wake up in the morning and right before I eat breakfast. So for breakfast today, I'm having a smoothie bowl. I have this pretty frequently, but I love it so much, I'm surprised I haven't gotten sick of it. I always add some granola on top, which I usually buy from the grocery store, but I didn't have it with me, so I made it myself out of oats, coconut oil, honey, cinnamon, and sea salt. It's so simple, and you just mix all the ingredients together, spread it evenly across the pan, and bake it for 20 to 30 minutes on 350. While that's baking, I'm going to get my smoothie ready. So I'm cutting up a banana. And you'll see I actually only add half of that to a blender. The rest I put on top of the smoothie bowl, which you already saw and you'll see again. To that I add some blackberries, blueberries, and cherries, which are full of antioxidants and fight free radicals in the body. A spoonful of flaxseed, a scoop of vanilla vegan protein powder, some cinnamon, turmeric, and a tiny little pinch of pepper just to activate the turmeric. And of course a spoonful of nothing but peanut butter with some almond milk to make it a hell of a lot easier to blend. Once it's all blended, I add it to a bowl. I swear I haven't drank a smoothie from a cup in the longest time ever, and this is where the fun begins. Next I add the granola, which I was not patient enough to let cool, but next time, note to self. And then the other half of the banana alongside. And to top it all off, I'm adding some chia seeds, which have plenty of fiber and many other health benefits. And that's it. And then about an hour after breakfast, I have a snack because I'm not hungry enough to have a meal just yet. And this is where I'd have a fruit. Today it's a grapefruit or a Lara bar, something on the side, something small, just to hold me over until lunch. And then I'm just cutting in half. I'm only going to have half of it today. I seem to follow the lines of the grapefruit and then follow in a star-like shape. And then I cut it again along the outer edge of the skin. This is just the simplest, easiest way for me to eat it with a spoon. And then for lunch, I'm having avocado toast with some cucumbers and peppers cut along the side. I don't think there's anything special about this lunch. I pack cucumbers and peppers on my lunch practically every day just because once they're already cut up, they're so simple to pack in containers and bring on the go. For the actual toast, I'm using Udi's gluten and dairy-free ancient grains bread. And today I'm not doing much with the avocado other than adding some salt and pepper on top. Sometimes I will add eggs on top or some cilantro and fresh onions or tomatoes, but today I'm keeping it pretty simple and just having the toast with some peppers and cucumbers on the side. It's filling and satisfying nonetheless. And then for dinner, this had to be my favorite meal of the day. I'm having some lettuce burgers with some kombucha on the side. For the burger, I'm using turkey with some paprika, onion powder, and some salt and pepper. And then I'm using nativa hemp oil to grill the burgers. While the burgers are cooking, I'm washing and then cutting a potato into half. I'm only going to use half to make baked French fries. It looks like there's not very many, but I'm cutting it into bigger pieces, that's why. Once they're all cut, you just add them to the pan, sprinkle some more of the hemp oil, and add some salt and pepper to season it.
feel you. Take me back to a time only we knew how to wait.
And then get messy and mix it all together. I have the oven on for 400 and I'm going to add the fries for about 30 to 40 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to get the toppings ready. That includes cilantro, avocado, tomatoes, and the lettuce for the buns. I add cilantro to whatever I can. It really makes a difference. It's so distinct. And then I'm adding some organic ketchup on the side of the fries. Usually the lettuce is big enough that I could wrap around the whole burger, but if not, just add a piece on the bottom and on the top.
Take it slow,
usually I just have more water, but today I'm having some ginger kombucha. It's a probiotic, so it'll fight all the bad bacteria to promote good ones. And then for dessert, I'm having some matcha tea. Matcha tea is essentially powdered green tea leaves. Then I'll measure out the unsweetened almond or coconut milk using whatever cup I'll be using. And I put the stove onto medium heat. While the milk is boiling, I'm adding some matcha green tea, a little bit of maple syrup or honey to sweeten it naturally. And of course my favorite pair, turmeric and cinnamon. I whisk it all together really well because matcha is pretty hard to keep from clumping. Once the milk is boiled, I add it to the cup. I whisk it all over again just to keep it from clumping and to even add some froth on top. And then I'm pairing this with my favorite chocolate. It's by the brand Zazu Bean. They're so great and made out of quality ingredients. They're vegan, gluten-free, paleo, and there's no refined sugars. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you again.